Howdy, howdy, howdy. Welcome, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Natan Brahowski. I am your host with the most, and I'm so happy for today. Today is Winning Wednesdays. You are part of the Frequency of Abundance group, and we have a captivating talk 7 days a week for you. Motivational Mondays, Triumphant Tuesdays. Today is Winning Wednesdays. We have some guest speakers coming up. We have wonderful industry experts. If you would like to come on the show, if you wanted to have yourself spotlighted and showcased around the world, let me know. I'll put my contact in the chat a little bit later and you can come over. If you don't know who I am, my name's Natan Brahowski, and I've been an elite energy coach, for about 30 years now. Started with Olympians, Cirque du Soleil acrobats, national sports teams. I wrote a couple best-selling books on energy management, and I'd say probably about 15,000 people went through my hands in those 3 decades. And then the beauty of the internet, where we came across and wanted to create a Lura creative agency so that the people that are coaches, healers, therapists, financial advisors, even other digital marketing and creative agencies, if they want to blow a dog whistle to their target audience, especially if they're hunting C-suites, leaders, founders, owners, whales, we have a very, very unique way to do that. And so that's what we're built for. And one of the ways is we create this beautiful free community. So if you go to LinkedIn and type in the Frequency of Abundance under groups, you'll be able to join our free community. And it's all of these incredible snippets, these words of wisdom, these nuggets of power. You can join us on our paid group. It's tens of dollars a month, but it gives you a chance for a different community and a different chance to go networking and a different chance to have a monthly get together and do group workshops where you can actually grow and get out your problems and get through them. So reach out to me. Anything that I can do to help, it would be a blessing. For today, we're going to have so much fun. Now, in the context of where we're coming from, I would like you to go and remember that today, being a winning Wednesday, we want to focus entirely on gratitude. And we don't want to look at it esoterically and in general and wow, what a big, beautiful, vague concept. Yeah, I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty grateful. Okay. I count my blessings. Sure. Well, we want to look at gratitude as a daily practice. And that's where things get a little different. So I'm going to give you some nuggets of wisdom, going to give you some exercises, give you some cool things that you can try and do in the real life for yourself. A lot of the people that are looking at these talks every morning, and Monday to Friday, it's 10 a.m. Eastern. Come join us. And if there's a change of schedule or something, you'll always see it posted on LinkedIn and Facebook and stuff. Example, this Thursday, tomorrow, it's going to be at 1 in the afternoon. I'm going to have Dr. Peggy with me. Oh my goodness, you're going to have a blast. So for today, know that on the weekends, I let everyone sleep in a bit, 1 p.m. Eastern. And for the weekdays, 10 a.m. Eastern. Good to see you. Bring a friend. Come on in. Show some love. Give a hi. Bye. Give a thumbs up. Give us something in there so that we know who you are and where you're coming from. Now, as promised, here's the cool thing that we're going to do today. So, if I'm looking at a daily practice and I want to make sure that it's something that still motivates me, that still gets me up in the morning and makes me want to go do this, where am I coming from? We're looking at reflecting on some of the small joys. And those can nourish your soul and your mindset. Those little things that make you smile. Starting with something small makes it a lot easier. So it's this little blossom, that will spring. And from there, you'll be delighted. And it's that small joy that can nourish your soul and your mindset. Because gratitude rewires your brain. So knowing that it's scientific, there's studies that show practicing gratitude regularly is going to increase your happiness. It's going to reduce your stress because it's going to be altering neural pathways. So the things that did this before aren't going to do it again. The things that you used to react this way to, now you have a new way. New options, new choices. Of course, you're going to have new outcomes. No kidding. Now, if it's going to give you a superpower, a lot of people, they don't know that. Well, we talked about it on one of the other abundance talks, where gratitude equals abundance. So if you want to feel more gratitude, count your blessings, feel your abundance. If you want to feel more abundance, focus on your gratitude. Focus on increasing that, and that'll increase your feelings of abundance. I want you to know that there's another superpower that it has, because that's just the frequency that it operates at. That's its modus operandi. That's how it works. But a secret superpower of gratitude would be that it's impossible to feel fear. It's impossible to feel anger when you're grateful. Try it. Think about a time that you were very, very angry or very scared, and yet still very grateful. It would be pretty impressive if you could, because we're not wired that way. So, knowing that inside that is what changes where we're coming from. If gratitude rewires your brain, and if it's impossible to feel fear or anger when you're grateful, well, then gratitude's going to shift your focus from scarcity to abundance. And when gratitude shifts your focus from scarcity to abundance, it's going to create a sense of calm and contentment. It's a nice feeling. Gratitude will give that to you. Now, gratitude is one of those cool things. It's like love. You can't take away from it and now there's less love. You can add more and more and more. And if you share your love with others and then they have love and they can share, it's a never ending resource magically, right? A bottomless pit of awesomeness available forever. Gratitude's the same. Gratitude grows when we share it. So if you can imagine sharing your gratitude, oh man, I'm so grateful for this. Not only are you going to feel more grateful because your gratitude will grow. So selfishly, that's what you get out of it. It implied to the other people that, hey, there's stuff to be grateful for, and it maybe gets them thinking about it. And then they might share out loud, and that might get someone else thinking about it. Kind of like random acts of kindness, where you do something. You see a lot of those on the shorts, where it's somebody in the grocery store line and they just pay a little bit extra and they say, I'll pay for the person behind me. Crazy stuff like that. Or in, the lineup at McDonald's, in the drive through and stuff, one car will go, hey, I'll pay for the car behind me. Because somebody had paid for their, and they were like, that's the craziest thing ever. Some random stranger just gifted me my meal at McDonald's. Well, heck, I'm going to do the same thing. So gratitude grows when shared. Expressing thanks to others amplifies that positive impact. And it's for both the giver and the receiver. Neat, eh? Kind of like giving. You feel amazing for giving because you have abundance. Otherwise, how can you give? And so you assert that again, and it reaffirms that. Now, at the same time, what about the person receiving? Oh, it's great to receive, sure. And it's great to give, sure. Isn't that wonderful? Both feel the impact, and it's positive because it's amplified through your gratitude. So let's look at some practical ways that we can incorporate practice for daily gratitude, so that it's, again, not an idea or a concept, but excuse me, so that we're fundamentally focusing on it and able to move forward and pinpoint the areas that we're tripping up about. And, oh, I'm really strong over here. Let's lean in on those. Let's get stronger on those. Let's get better at these. So first would probably be, and it's simple, like a morning gratitude journal. Write down 3 things you're grateful for as soon as you wake up. And it's going to set a positive tone for the whole day for you. It'll also reinforce those 3 things, right? Like your subconscious works in a Jacob's ladder of suggestion. So every rung up on that ladder amplifies and reinforces the rung before. So that if the first thing you said when you woke up is, I am an incredibly successful person, and then the second thing you said is, opportunities constantly present themselves for me. When you say opportunities constantly present themselves for me, because it's a Jacob's ladder of suggestion, it automatically reinforces the first thing that you said. And by doing that, it makes everything below twice as strong as before. So imagine your fifth, sixth, seventh thing you said. Now you've reinforced the first thing 7 times. That's powerful. I suggest you very carefully, thoughtfully pick what that first thing is you do, so that every other suggestion compounds that. And that's how the Jacob's ladder of suggestion works. Your next thought compounds the thought below it. Choose your thoughts wisely. Write down 3 things you're grateful for as soon as you wake up. Set that positive tone for the day. Do your morning gratitude journal. Now, in that same way, you could also have a gratitude jar. Drop a note, into a jar every day with something that you're thankful for. Keep it closed. No need to reread it or anything like that. It's beautiful. Have a little gratitude jar. I remember back in the day when people were, trying to change bad habits, like I swear too much. And so they'd have a swearing jar. And every time you swear, you put some money in the jar. And then you go get to do something good with that money. And that's the benefit of that. So we're still converting something bad into something good. We're converting that habit that you want to let go to a new habit that you want, because we can't have a vacuum. We can't just leave it as look and leave that empty. It won't work. Now, in that context, the gratitude jar is a great way to put in a note when you feel happy. So you can do it ahead of time. You're like, I'm waking up and I'm forcing myself, stretching that muscle, flexing it until it becomes stronger and it does it on its own. To think thoughtful thoughts, grateful thoughts, and then write down 3 of them. Okay, that's your morning gratitude journal. But then throughout the day, if something pops up and you got a moment of joy, or a moment of happiness, or a moment of gratitude, a feeling of abundance, write that on a piece of paper, fold it, and put it in a jar. Know that that'll be there for you. If you ever had a rainy day, that's your rainy day fund. Open that jar and look through those beautiful moments and notes of gratitude to yourself. Make yourself smile again. So, mindful moments. Pause is the best way to look at, mindfulness in one word: pause. Pausing during meals, pausing during walks, pausing to appreciate the sensory experience that is life. We are moving slowed down light and beams, and we dance in this configuration so that our souls can express itself. It's a horrible paraphrasing of what Albert Einstein was famous for quoting, but it's a beautiful feeling. And if you don't pause during those moments of mindfulness, you'll miss out on the sights, the smells, the tastes. The reason that we come to this ethereal plane to experience these things that are, our heavenly bodies, our souls, our spirits, however you like to look at it, that's different out there. This is different in here. Don't miss out on this. Pause, reflect, and enjoy. And then know that if we're waking up in the morning, we've got ourselves our morning gratitude journal. Know that we've got this gratitude jar throughout the day. Know that we're constantly reminding ourselves to pause so that we have those mindful moments. Well, we might as well finish the day and have a gratitude reflection before bed. So before bed, reflect. You don't need to write it down, but reflect. Reflect on one thing that made you smile during the day. My goodness, that'll help your sleep and your mood. You go to bed smiling, happy. What a difference the quality of sleep, even the dreams that you'll have. So different. So different. So, morning, gratitude journal, jar throughout the day, pause for moments of mindfulness, and then get that gratitude reflection. Just one thing that made you smile during the day. Bring that to yourself. Gift that to yourself. So that's where we really want to feel, is there more? Is there more available? Can we do more with less? Is it available for us to want, to share with others, to need? And so it becomes very different. Very, very different. Where I'm looking at, and where I wanted to make sure that you have your ability. Your ability comes from knowing that this gratitude is there, knowing that it can transform and transcend your mindset. Once you start transcending that mindset, you're transmitting a completely different frequency of abundance. So know that that frequency of abundance exists out there as you radiate up higher and higher like a flame to ever increasing intensities. Your frequency changes and it attracts different things. You know, the flies and moths that are coming at this frequency of flame are very different than the ones coming at this. And you will attract a completely new group of people to you that never would have noticed you because your frequency wasn't vibrating high enough before. It was lower. And now that it's elevated and raised itself up through gratitude, especially daily gratitude as a practice, rewires you to always look for the positive. So yes, you may be in a negative situation, but to look for the positive. Constantly flexing that muscle will rewire it. And that's one of the biggest benefits of gratitude as a daily practice. So even in the crap that can happen to all of us, because, you know, life's what happens while we're busy making other plans, you can still look for that gratitude moment. Today was about learning these simple, basic ways to incorporate gratitude into your daily life, to experience the power, of appreciation, where we appreciate ourselves, we appreciate others, we pause and mindfully appreciate what's going on all around and reflect on that and know that gratitude as a daily practice is the best way to get through that. So we talked about some tips from your journal to your last thought of the night and everything what to do in between the day. And we looked at understanding that happiness equals progress and abundance equals gratitude. And by increasing our abundance feelings, we increase our gratitude feelings. And by increasing our feelings of gratitude, we increase our feelings of abundance. And when you start increasing your frequency, it's only because your feelings of abundance have stayed vibrating at that feeling for long enough to change your frequency. So if you're looking at ways to speed up the process of manifestation, it's you. This is where you are and this is where you want to be. The sooner you start vibrating at this frequency, the sooner this happens. The universe has no choice but to give you what you already are at vibrationally. So raise yourself, believe, bring yourself up to that new level that this is in the current, in the moment, in the now, in the present, and you are experiencing that future thing that you wanted. What does it look like? What does it feel like? What does it taste like? The more that you can make that alive for you right now, the faster the universe will manifest that for you. Worrying about the how that'll come to be is the universe's job, not yours. If you knew how, you'd already do it. If you knew how, you'd already do it. Don't get caught up in the how. It's not a mechanism that you're familiar with. Manifestation is its job. Your job is clarity of focus, clarity of vision, and sustaining that clear focus, that clear vision long enough to let the universe do its job and manifest that thing that you desire. How are you going to speed that up? Gratitude. Because gratitude on a daily basis will put you into an abundance mentality, will let you seek the positive out all around you when everyone else only sees negative. And by doing so long enough, deeply enough, it will change your vibrational frequency so that you vibrate at a frequency of abundance, nothing else. Now, in that context, in that scope, I would love for you to join us. I would love for you to have some fun. Oh, we got some comment in the chat. Yes, reactionary begins. Absolutely. Yeah. And here, let me put up some overlay here so that some other people. Thank you for that. Absolutely. And so know that we're here for you. Anytime that you want to reach out, anytime that you want to grab some time for yourself, I'm here. I'm available. It would be an absolute pleasure to say hello. I'll put my contact in the chat for you there. And in the scope of where we're coming from, if you had any questions, pop them in the chat. Let us know if there's anything that you wanted, if there was a topic coming up, if you'd like to come and join us, if you'd like to come speak on the show, if you'd like to come join our community and join us in the Frequency of Abundance group. It is a wonderful place. It is free. It is on LinkedIn. You go LinkedIn, The Frequency of Abundance, look under groups, come join us. Know that there's a small paid community. It's tens of dollars a month, but we network and we do group shares and we have coaching and we have accountability. We have fun and we really grow together because I believe that the tide raises all boats. So we focus in that area on helping those people grow. And it's neat because there's agency owners in there that can talk to you about the world of marketing. There's coaches, healers, therapists, business owners in there that can talk to you about what that means on the other side and the ability to have those cool conversations. So fun, so unique. So I invite you to join us here. I'll put that up. That is the LinkedIn group. Let me grab it for you so you don't have to try to do it off the ticker tape because that might be tricky. There you go. And that's in the chat for you now. Yes, what a wonderful comment. You can't just be thinking about it. Our hearts have to be involved and our emotions, and or very much so. So yes, it's a beautiful thing. Now, in this place, we've come today and we've looked at what does happiness look like? It looks like joy. What does joy look like? It's this incredible content, calm feeling. Where does that come from? It comes from this feeling of abundance. Where does that abundance come from? It comes from this feeling of gratitude. Can I sustain that on a daily basis? Yes. Yes, you can. You really, really can. And know that sustaining it is what's going to make it so different any given time that you choose in the future to reenact this, to replay this, that it's going to be there for you. Like a muscle that you flexed and you're like, hey, I used to have trouble with this weight. Now you don't. And it gets to go bigger and bigger and bigger. So in that scope, I've left you some wonderful places to play. Tomorrow, we're going to have the wonderful Dr. Peggy come and join us. We're going to be talking about some very, very cool things. I invite you to come. It's normally 10 a.m. Eastern during the week. Tomorrow's a special one, special. So it's going to be at 1 p.m. Eastern. Come and join us, live feed, restreamed and broadcast across everywhere. Join us in our private community. Come have some fun, meet some new people. And of course, by all means, reach out to me. I'd love to say hi. Share some love. Bring a friend. Come join us tomorrow. If anyone could be benefiting from this, by all means, we'd love to see them. We'd love to say hi. We'd love to connect. Thank you so much. I'm Natan Verhovsky. On behalf of Allura Creative Agency, welcome to the Frequency of Abundance group. And for Winning Wednesdays, signing off.